Your future is created by what you do today and not tomorrow. With this beautiful thought, a very good morning to all my dear students. I, Shreya Jadhav, welcome you all to my e learning channel. I hope you all are in good health. And today we are going to learn English grade 12 writing section. So today we are going to go through section D of your board examination paper pattern. So let us analyze which questions will you attempt. So the first one is prose comprehension. This will be an unseen and this would carry 5 marks. The second one is paraphrasing of poem and this will carry 5 marks. The third question is data analysis or note making from the passage. This will carry 5 marks. And the last question in section D is email writing or advertisement. So this will carry 5 marks. And the email writing would be either asked in a formal way or an informal way. So today we are going to deal with email writing. So let us know first what is email writing. An email is the method of composing, sending, storing, and receiving messages over electronic communication system. Here we have discussed what is formal and informal email. Email stands for electronic mail. It is most preferred means of communication because it is cheaper and faster. So, let us understand this. So, over here in the diagram figure, it has been given to you that email stands for electronic mail. It is most preferred means of communication, and emails are really very cheaper and faster. So, let us go through the formal and the informal way of writing email. Before that, let us go through the definition of it. So, what is formal email writing? A formal email is typically sent to someone you don't know well or to someone who is in authority. For example, a formal email include your principal, teachers, professor, a public official or even a company you are doing business with. So a formal email is always written to a designated person. What is informal email writing? Informal email are the ones that we would like to write to people that we know well. For example, our friends, our family members, our siblings, any one of them. So let us learn the difference between formal and informal email writing. So over here it has been represented in a tabular form. So informal, the first difference is that it is written to unknown person or any public official. In informal, it is written to family members, siblings and friends. In formal, the language is more accurate, and in informal, the language is more casual and relaxed. The third difference is abbreviations means shorthand writing or slang emotions should be avoided. And in informal one, the language is more of the way we speak. The fourth difference is there is a proper structure with definite salutation, the opening of email, signature, section, and main body content. But while on the other hand, in informal way, the structure is more relaxed, although we are supposed to follow certain tips. So let us understand that which sort of language is being used with example. So example for formal email writing. The meeting is scheduled for December 5th at 9:30 a.m. All the students must attend. Your project updates are needed. The example for informal email writing required meeting December 5 9:30 a.m. updates needed. See you all there. So over here you can see that we have two different methods. The first one, in a formal way, it is written very clearly, and the language, each and everything is very much arranged in a grammatical format. But while on the other hand, in the informal way of writing down, you can see that over here a slang word is being used, that is siya, means see you all. Yes, so that ya is a slang word, and at the end you can see a small smiley over there. So when we are writing to someone whom we know, then we can put these sort of emojis or symbols like this. But when we write for formal one, we are supposed to strictly follow certain rules and regulations. Email writing requires from means the email ID of the sender, to means the email ID of the receiver, CC it means carbon copy. If the same email is to be sent to another person, then we have BCC, which means back carbon copy, if the same mail is to be sent to the other person. Then we have date. Now usually we do not write date when we actually email someone, but over here for your examination purpose it is really very important. Why? Because you are giving test of your English language. And pay attention over here, dear students, you are supposed to write a date in a particular format. Over here you can see that is 24th January, 2020. Yes, you can see over here it is not written 24 then /1 /2020. That format do not work while you write down. And the next one is subject, what the mail is about. Then you have salutation is needed, the main body to be written in paragraphs, a complimentary close is needed. So over here you can see in front of you we have a format of how to write emails. So the first one is from, means your email ID you are supposed to write. And over here you can see that we have abc.123@gmail.com. So over here one thing each and every one of you should keep in mind is we do not have any space while writing down email address. The second one is the receiver's email, that is xyz .0909@gmail.com. We are supposed to leave CC and BCC empty, but we are supposed to make boxes for them. We are supposed to write. Then we have date, a specific format once again, that is 24th January, 2020. The subject, in subject maximum words should be 4 to 5. We are not supposed to jot down the whole question while writing down the subject. Then we have salutation, that could be dear friend or dear sir. Then we can have the main body content either in 1 or 2 paragraphs. And then we can have the complimentary closing, that is thanking you, yours truly, and then you can write down your name. So now let us understand and have some sample email writing. So the first one which we are going to learn is formal email writing. So the first question, you are harassed by the commercial use of residential premises in your area. Write an email to the editor of Daily informing about the same. So the format which you will be writing is from, to, CC, BCC, date and subject. From your email ID to the receiver's email ID. Then you will be having the date, that would be 12th December, 2014. And then you will be writing the subject, that is commercial use of residential premises. And then you will be giving the salutation, that is dear sir, I am resident of Ambavadi area and I am harassed citizen. Most of the residence flats in our society are being used as commercial premises. This problem has arisen because our society is close to the commercial hub of the city. Now, at the beginning, you are going to introduce yourself and you are supposed to tell from where do you belong, which area do you belong, and what is the reason that you are writing down this email. The commercial properties are very expensive, so many traders and entrepreneurs opt to rent and buying ground floors and first floor flats. Their vendors and staff are large in number and they take away the parking area of the society. The security of the members of the society is at the stake as unknown faces keep coming almost daily. We have made complaints to the local municipal corporation ward officer and the local police station, but no strict actions has been taken. I'm sure such situation must be prevalent elsewhere in the city where people must be facing some agony that we are going through. So over here we have given the main reason, the main body we can say, that what is the reason that in the commercial way the commercial properties are really expensive, so the traders are purchasing ground floor and first floor flats so that they can keep as their office or go down, and many people, different people come every day, and those are unknown faces. So it is a sort of, no, they are putting their life at stake, and moreover to that they are not getting sufficient parking facility or space also. They have complained to the municipal corporation ward officer as well as they have complained in the local police station, but no strict actions have taken place. So over here the writer or the person who is writing down the email is requesting the editor to prepare an article. So, feeling utterly rejected and frustrated, I have approached you to please write a strong article against the commercial use of residential premises. Also, please publish my letter in the voice column so that the authorities may understand our woes, means the problems, and so do the needful. So at the end it is given that the person is approaching to write a strong article against these sort of commercial usage of residential premises, and moreover to that the writer is also requesting to publish this email or letter of the person in the citizen voice column. So when you sign off you write down thanking you, then you write yours truly, and then you write your name, that is Anand Iyer. So let us go through the second email. That is, write an email to the manager of the bank for opening a savings account as you have just taken up a resident in a new city or a town. So the format would be from, to, CC, BCC, date and subject. So first you will be writing down your email ID, then you will be writing any bank's email ID. So that is sbi@gmail.com. Then you will be leaving empty spaces for CC and BCC. Then you will be writing down the date, that is 25th March 2020, and then you will be writing down the subject, and that would be opening a savings account. Then you are supposed to write the salutation, and then you will be start writing with the main content. So I have recently transferred my residence from Rajkot to Vapi. I need to open a savings account with the bank. I have my own business and I deal in medical equipments. As I am new in the town, I am unable to give any account holder's name who would introduce me to the bank. I therefore request you to kindly take into consideration my PAN card number, residence proof of the flat that I have recently bought to help me open a savings account at the earliest. I need to deposit my checks and operate a regular account for myself. So over here the person who is writing down has given very clearly, yes, that as he is a new resident in the city, he is not having anyone who could know give or be the account holder. So he's requesting that on the basis of the PAN card number or on the residence proof, the flat which he has recently purchased, the bank should allow or make him allow to start a savings account, as he want to access that account on a regular basis. And then we can write thanking you, yours faithfully, and the name, that is Ketan Patel. The third email is pilgrimage places vulnerable to pickpockets. Write an email to the editor about the same. So over here we have from, to, CC, BCC, date and subject. Remember the format. In from, you are supposed to write your email ID. From, in to, you are supposed to write to the editor whom you are sending. CC and BCC will remain empty. Then we will be writing down the date, and that is 12th October, 2019. And the subject would be menace of pickpocket at pilgrimage places. Then we'll be writing down the salutation, that is, Dear Sir. You are well aware that most Indians are very religious minded and they make it a point to visit a pilgrimage place at least once a year. In our state, there are important pilgrimage places which receive thousands of devotees almost every day. Yes, so as we are writing to the editor, we have a really good beginning that what our matter is. So very well it has been explained over here that Indians are really very religious, and our states are also receiving plenty of pilgrimers every year. Pilgrims go there with hope of solving problems and thanksgiving, but many of them return distressed and rejected because there are active gangs of pickpockets operating on these holy places. Though many complaints have been made, police have been unable to, and the culprits and the temple authorities have washed off their hands of the matter by putting up boards along the all railing requesting people to take care of their belongings. So over here it has been written that the pilgrims come for solving their problems and for thanksgiving, but somehow they are rejected or they are distressed. Why? Because there are some people who are the pickpocketers and they operate in these sort of holy places, and many complaints are being made in police stations, but somehow they are unable to catch the culprit, and the temple authorities are also not taking that keen interest, and they have put up a signboards that the people are supposed to take care of their own belongings. So, I request you to write a strong article so that the concerned authorities realize that the sentiments of pilgrims is being hurt. People go with faith to pray and have to concentrate on looking after themselves and their bags instead of praying. So, the writer is requesting that the editor should write a strong article with that sentiments that pilgrimage comes over here for peace and thanksgiving, but somehow they are being distressed, and so they should be helped in one way or another. So at the end you'll be writing thanking you, yours truly, Dhruvin Shah. The fourth email, and that is write an email to place an order for first aid material and medicines from a pharmacy for your school's requirement. Yes, now these sort of emails could be asked. Yes, because over here you are supposed to sort out plenty of things. So first we'll be writing down from, to, CC, BCC, date and subject. First you'll be writing the school's name, that is excellentschool.153@gmail.com. Then you'll be writing to whom you are supposed to send, that is writepharmacy@gmail.com. You'll be leaving the empty space for CC and BCC, and then you'll be writing down the date, and that is 22nd September, 2019. Dear students, please remember this format of writing down dates. This is really essential and important because these minute mistakes can give you plenty of marks. And then we are supposed to write subject. Now subject should not be a long sentences. It should be short enough. So placing order for first aid medicine. Then we are supposed to write the salutation, and that is Dear Sir, we require the following medicines and materials for the school. We request you to send us a price quote and also the discount you can offer to our institution. Now over here we do not know who the person we are writing, we do not have a personal connection with them. Yes, so directly it has been written that the school wants few medicines and first aid materials, and at what price the pharmacy could offer it to them, and what discount would they give to the institution. Through this letter or email, we wish to place a bulk order of medicines to fulfill the requirements of the school. Kindly send the following medical items, and that is cotton 3 rolls, Dettol 12 bottles, bandages 10 packets, Band-Aid waterproof 10 packets, medicine tablets 10 packets, glucose powder 5 boxes, Volini tubes, pain balms 6 tubes. And at the end it is written that if you are ready to offer us 25% discount, kindly consider this as confirmed order. We will pay cash on delivery. We hope you will accept our order on time. Thanking you, Anuja Srivastav, and the designation, that is supervisor DPS high school. So over here you can see that whatever they wished to, a tabular format is being put up. Yes, so this becomes really very easy to the person whomsoever we are writing. And at the end it is given that if you are ready to give us 25% discount on the total bill, then please consider that this is our confirmed order, and they have written that they will pay cash on delivery. So they would execute the order on the time. So when you are writing on behalf of the institute, you are supposed to put your designation, that whether you are principal, vice principal, you are supervisor, whosoever your designation may be. So over here we have learned the formal email writing. Over here you have seen that a specific method of writing down email was there. Yes, over here they didn't ask, no, how are you good? Yes, so everything was to the point written down. Now when we go through the informal email writing, you will directly understand the major difference seen over here. So now let us begin with the informal email writing. So over here the first one, write an email to your friend for inviting them to your birthday party. The subject, the topic is really very simple enough. And over here you are supposed to write your email ID first, that is from, to, CC, BCC, date and subject. And over here we have our email ID first, that is devki.shah0112@yahoo.com, and then we are writing to the receivers, that means mishri.mehta123@gmail.com. And then over here you can see that in CC 2 more names are mentioned, and that is palakjain@gmail.com and Aisha Sheikh@gmail.com. So over here you have observed one thing, that the CC is not empty over here. So this email would be sent not only to Mishri Mehta, but also this would be sent to Palak Jain, as well as this would be sent to Aisha Sheikh also. So when you want to send this similar copy or excess of the email, you write it down in CC. CC means carbon copy. Then you can leave blank the BCC. Then you can write the date and the format. Again, please pay attention, that is 5th August, 2020. Then we are supposed to write the subject. Subject should be really short and sweet, and that is invitation for birthday party. Then we are supposed to write the salutation, that is dear friends. Hey, All my dear friends, I hope this email finds you in a considerable time. I am very happy to announce my birthday party and I warmly invite you all to my birthday party on 8th August 2020 at Greenleaf Hotel from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. So over here you have seen that the method of writing all of a sudden changed. We are wishing them and we are asking them that when this email you receive, you are in a good and a considerable time. And then we directly come to the subject that the person is announcing the birthday party that is going to be held on 8th of August at a hotel which is Green Leaf, and the timings and the dates are being mentioned. The theme for my birthday party is retro look. It would be wonderful and excellent if you come and join us at the party. We will have a great time and fun together. See you all soon. Now, if you have observed, while writing formal, you do not write see you all soon. Why? Because you do not know the person to whom you are writing, because it is a public official, a designated person you are writing. And when you are writing to an informal way, when you are writing an email in that way, you can write in your own emotional way, however you want to express. And then you write your friend, and then you write down the name, that is Devki Shah. Thank you for watching. I hope you have understood this concept of email writing, the meaning, formal and informal email writing with the sample examples given to you. Have a good day, everyone. See you all.